Today I'm going to show you 5 simple and easy kids lunchbox ideas for the whole week. Now, for all these recipes, I have done most of the prep work the night before, and in the morning it's just a matter of cooking it. So by doing it that way, we can ensure a healthy and balanced meal for our kids while at school without being a burden for the parents. And these recipes are great for working moms too. So let's get started. First on the list is Semolina waffles. Although I said waffles, you can also make pancake with the same batter. So how I generally do this is by making the batter at night and refrigerating it and then make waffles in the morning. If you have time in the morning, you can prepare the batter then and make waffles right away as well. So let's see how you can make this. To a bowl, add half a cup of semolina or rava, 1/4 cup of yogurt, some salt and give it a good mix. Add 1/4 cup of water. To this I'm going to add some onions, cauliflower, carrots, green bell peppers, cilantro, curry leaves and some chili flakes. So you can actually add any vegetables of your choice, especially if your child is picky about certain vegetables that he or she is not eating. You can include that in this because they are not going to know what it is. So once you're done with that, you're just going to mix it. Here I'm going to add a little bit of water because it looked very dry. So this is what I'm going to do as a prep work for the night, and in the morning I'm going to add some more things and then make waffles out of it. So all you need to do right now is put a lid on top of it and refrigerate it. Now the next morning what I'm going to do is add some grated cheese. If you already have grated cheese from the store, you can put that in, or else you can use a cheese grater and grate some cheese. Here I'm adding a generous amount of cheese. So I just have some leftover corn from dinner. I'm just going to add some of that as well. Lastly, I'll be adding 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And make sure everything is really combined and ready to go. So after I plug in the waffle maker, I'm going to grease generously with ghee and or you can use butter or oil. So greasing is pretty important because this batter is quite sticky. So if you don't grease enough, it can tend to be a disaster. So be generous and coat really well with ghee or butter or oil. So once it's preheated, all you need to do is pour the batter in. So if you follow this exact measurements, you can make about 2 waffles. Instead of waffles, you can also make pancakes using the exact same batter. So my waffle maker took about 5 minutes to make this. So this again depends on each machine. So some take 3 minutes, some take more. So as you can see, it's quite easy to make and it will not take you much time out of your morning busyness. And my kids absolutely loved this. I'm going to add some fruits and a cookie as a side for them. Next on the list is Naan Pizza. So if you have not made this before, it's definitely a must try. It tastes very good. You can even have it for dinners or lunch. It's one of my go-to recipes for a quick fix dinner or again for kids' school lunches. So like you all know, pizza, you can use any toppings of your choice. Here the night before, I'm gonna take some cabbage, garlic, onions and bell peppers. So here I've cut up all my toppings that I need and I'm gonna refrigerate this and use it for the next morning. So in the morning to make the pizza, I'm taking some garlic infused olive oil. They taste really good for this. Use some of this oil to grease the baking tray. I'll be using frozen naan for this. So place the frozen naan onto your baking tray. Coat the frozen naan generously with the olive oil. Add 1 tablespoon of any pizza sauce. Next step is adding grated cheese. You can use any cheese of your choice. Now you can add all the toppings. Here I'm adding garlic, onions, cabbage, and green bell peppers. So the next step is adding meat. So here I'm adding cooked sausages. You can also add chicken or any other meats of your choice. And the final step is adding more grated cheese. Now bake it in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven for 10 to 15 minutes. And there you go, the pizza is ready. You can cut them into bite-sized pieces and just pack it into your lunchbox right away. And on the side, I have some apples, carrots, and cucumbers. So like I said earlier, it's not just for lunch boxes. You can also use it for your family dinners. It is amazing because you can use any toppings that you want, and it's a quick fix basically. So I hope you do try this out. Moving on, our third item is egg mayo sandwich. This is yet another nutritious at the same time tasty sandwich. As always, there are many ways you can prepare this. So the night before, I have grated cucumbers, carrots, and some boiled egg whites. You can also make the mint coriander chutney in the night. So I have some coriander leaves, mint leaves, green chili, and some grated coconut and some salt. Add very little water and grind it into fine paste. So you can refrigerate this chutney and use it in the morning. Now in the morning, all you need to do is take all the grated cucumbers, carrots, egg whites, a little bit of everything. To that, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of mayo. Combine everything together. Take a slice of bread and add 1 layer of the veggie mayo mixture to it. Add butter to the other slice. And the coriander mint chutney to the last slice of bread. You can remove the ends if you'd like to. Cut them into bite-sized pieces. So you can put the sandwiches into your lunchbox depending on how much your child eats. And here I have apples on the side. So I like this recipe because you can always add whatever you have in your house. You can add lentils, you can add shredded chicken, you can add beef, you can add different other vegetables as well based on how and what you have in your kitchen at that time. Moving on, our fourth item is egg bake. So the fun part about this recipe is everything, the meal prep is done the day before, and in the morning all you need to do is bake it. So to make this recipe the night before, what you need to do is add 3 eggs to a bowl. One cup of whole milk, some salt to taste, and whisk it until smooth. Take any dish that is oven safe. And you can add 1 layer of bread. So these are bread cut in small cubes. Next, add cooked sausages, again cut into cubes. Some bell peppers. To that, add some pepper. Pour in the egg mixture. And lastly, some grated cheese. So that's a prep work for the evening, and all you need to do now is close it with a tight fitting lid and refrigerate this. Now in the morning, you take this out from the refrigerator, remove the lid of this container and bake it in a 325-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 55 to 60 minutes. So this is how it looks after an hour of baking. So cut it to the desired portions and put it into the lunchbox. Some carrots and plum go on the side. The only downside about this recipe is that you need to bake it for about 60 minutes in the morning. So you have to prepare yourself, to wake up on time to do that. So other than that, this recipe is really good. So I'm sure your kids will love this. Last in the list is veggie fritters. For this, I've only added veggies, but as always, you can add meat or lentils. So that's going to make it even more nutritious. To make this in the evening before, what you need to do is, if you have a mini chopper, it's very easy. Just dump some onions, jalapenos or chilies, curry leaves, green bell peppers, some carrots, purple cabbage. So pulse this finely. Now if you do not have a chopper, you can also chop all these vegetables, and you can add more vegetables of your choice. Add everything into a bowl. Now this is totally optional. This is bottle gourd. So I always like to make fritters out of it because that tastes much better than making curry or something else. So again, pulse it finely using a chopper. So this is an additional step if you're using bottle gourd, is it contains a lot of water. So you cannot just add it directly to the fritters. So you have to squeeze all the water out and then add the pulp to the mixture. So as you can see, this is how much water I got from this little amount of bottle gourd. So you can use it for a different curry or something. So to the veggies, I'm adding some cumin powder and red chili powder and some salt. Finally, some garlic and cilantro. You can add this to the chopper too. I forgot to do that, so I'm adding it at the end. Give everything a good mix. Cover it with a lid and refrigerate it. In the morning, take this out and add 1 cup of besan or chickpea flour, or you can also add all-purpose flour, but chickpea flour is much healthier. Combine everything together, and if you feel that your mixture is a little soggy, you can add some more chickpea flour like I'm doing over here and give it a good mix. So you can make patties out of this. Make patties until your entire veggie mixture is over. Heat a pan and add some butter and olive oil. To that, add the patties. Fry it on medium heat for about a minute or two on each side, and then flip it over. After about 2 minutes, flip it over again. So in total, it takes about 6 to 7 minutes to cook. So once it's done cooking, you can take it out. And in it goes into the lunchbox. And on the side, I have cucumbers and some sausages. Feel free to substitute the vegetables with shredded chicken or shredded beef or beans or any lentils of your choice. It will all add great flavor and taste to this recipe. So with that, we have come to the end of our week, and as you can see, we don't need to work too hard to pack our child nutritious at the same time delicious lunches. With a little bit of planning and prep work, it's made easy. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day and do try out these recipes. I'm sure it'll come out great for you. So until next time, have a good day.